In this video, I'm going to show you a TRX Abs Tri-Set, so 3 exercises back to back to back, which will absolutely light up your core. I love these exercises as a tri-set because the first one is the most difficult, the second exercise is a regression, and the third one is the easiest. So as the fatigue accumulates, you can regress each exercise step by step so that you can make your set last longer and create more of a stimulus for your abs. The first exercise is a TRX PIKE. But before you begin, you want to make sure that the straps are at the appropriate level so that your legs are parallel to the ground, so your body's in a straight line or a plank position. If the TRX is set up too high or too low, it'll change the effectiveness of this exercise. So you want to keep your legs and arms as straight as possible, create full body tension, and try to lift your hips as high as you can toward the ceiling whilst looking for your toes through the window created by your arms. You might feel quite a good stretch through your hamstrings as you perform this exercise, depending on your hamstring flexibility. Make sure to create a posterior pelvic tilt. Stay really tight through your midsection and try to narrow the space between your sternum and your pelvis. Try to distribute the weight forward onto your arms as much as possible. You want to try to limit how much weight is being carried by the TRX. So rather feel like your legs and feet are quite light. Use your abs to try to bring your legs up towards your head. This requires a really strong abdominal contraction. You also want to imagine like you're sort of pushing the ground away, which helps to create tension through the shoulders, upper back, and abs. The next movement is the TRX tuck. So once you fatigue on your TRX pikes, you can move straight into this one. In this movement, you're bringing your knees up towards your chest. I like to keep my hips nice and high throughout this movement, as it helps with that hip flexion and takes a bit of the stress off my hip flexors and makes me use my abs a lot more. So this is kind of like a hybrid between a pike and a tuck with that high hip position. And finally, this movement is a TRX mountain climber, where you're trying to keep your hips really stable, not moving around too much, not swaying or rotating side to side. You're simply trying to bring your knees up towards your chest. Again, we want a lot of the weight in our hands and arms here so that your feet feel light in the TRX. The idea is to make your abs contract as hard as possible instead of relying on other muscles like your legs and quads to take the load.